Okay, uh, the next thing that we are going to look at is how we are going to define this electric field strength. So earlier we looked at how to represent the electric field strength. Now we are going to define how to, now we are going to look at how to define it and to have an equation. So now common sense, it is basically the force that's going to be experienced by a charge. But there are certain nuances you need to be careful about. Technical, like legal terms. The electric field strength at a point is the force per unit positive charge, okay, acting on a stationary point charge placed at that point. Now the problem is you will get everything else right. You will basically get force per unit charge. That much you will get, but the issue is this is not enough. There in the definition it says you have to define it for a positive charge, so it is unit positive charge, and it is not enough. It is a point charge. That means a very small, very small charge. In some times we call it a test charge, but rather than using test charge or small charge, stick with the word point, because that is the exact term used in the syllabus PDF. So force per unit charge, so it is positive, point, small. At the same time it has to be a stationary charge, because a charge moving will create its own magnetic field and there will be further interactions. So it should be a force. When you're defining it, these technical terms, not simply define force per unit charge. You have to take into account the positive charge, point charge, and stationary charge. Okay, the unit of it. So from that definition we get the equation that electric field strength E is equal to force over Q. Now obviously this will lead to a unit of Newton per Coulomb. Newton, and this is Coulomb, so the unit will be Newton per Coulomb, or Newton Coulomb minus 1. In the next slide you will understand, in the next few minutes you will understand why there is an alternative unit called volts per meter, voltmeter minus 1. But right now just take into memory that there are two units. One is Newton per Coulomb from here, and there's also another unit for electric field strength, that is volt per meter.